Riders on this towering amusement park attraction are spun around high above a sprawling city as dusk settles. A forklift operator precariously lifts a white van, but the attempt to move it ends with the van crashing down onto its side. Using a trowel and, surprisingly, a flip-flop, this construction worker expertly shapes wet cement into a perfect arch. A massive fire rages, sending thick plumes of smoke and towering flames into the sky from an unidentified location, possibly an industrial site. An astonishing amount of lint is extracted from an exterior dryer vent, followed by a powerful blast of air clearing out even more debris.
Well, boys?
This attempt at chimney demolition goes awry when the kicked section falls inwards, crashing through the roof
Hello,
below,
boss.
hilariously captioned. A significant chunk of ice caps from the face of a glacier, crashing into the water below with a large splash. On a teppanyaki grill, a chef skillfully prepares a cheese omelet, melting cheese, adding egg mixture, using a torch for a crispy finish, and artfully applying sauces. Onlookers watch as a massive section of a mountainside succumbs to a landslide, sending a torrent of earth and debris cascading downwards. This police car encounters difficulty on a snow-covered road, ultimately sliding and drifting into a deep snowbank at the side. A powerful mudslide, laden with logs and debris, surges through a village, with residents shouting warnings as it flows perilously close to houses. In this heart-stopping dashcam footage, a man on an ATV, accompanied by his dog, narrowly avoids a fast-approaching train at a railroad crossing. This car is seen precariously teetering on the very edge of a high brick wall. A gymnast executes an unconventional and impressive flip, kicking up, landing seated. Thousands of small fish become trapped in the narrow gap between a docked ship and the pier, allowing a crew member to easily scoop them up with a simple net. As this man lifts the lid of his barbecue grill, it erupts in a sudden, large fireball. This end-of-life vehicle is unceremoniously lifted and then systematically crushed by a powerful hydraulic press at a scrapyard. Infrared security footage shows a tense encounter as a snake enters a cat enclosure. The cats are alert, and one bravely attacks the intruder, knocking the camera askew in the process. This car, being loaded onto a flatbed tow truck, unfortunately, slides right off the back, crashing onto the pavement. People enjoying a walk along the seawall are caught off guard as a massive wave crashes over the barrier, forcing them to scramble to avoid being drenched. This snow tuber gets more airtime than expected after hitting a ramp, as both rider and tube are sent flying in different directions upon landing. This seemingly ordinary backyard deck has a fantastic secret. It smoothly slides away to reveal a hidden swimming pool beneath. On the deck of a massive vessel in a dry dock, a worker opens a valve, unleashing a torrent of water that rapidly floods the dock. A crucial step in the ship launching process.
I pissed Diesel off. I got you some tomatoes. I'm setting them.
While leaving a basket on a porch, this woman is audibly startled by dogs barking from inside the house, and she attempts to placate them through the door.
Okay. There you go. Fixed it.
These clever border collies interact with sound buttons. One presses play, prompting another to bow, while a third dog expresses its desire for food. A Red Bull stunt helicopter showcases incredible agility, performing a series of daring aerobatic maneuvers, including steep dives and rolls, high above a patchwork of fields. Inside a steel mill, a mishap occurs as a long, glowing hot steel rod derails from the production line, whipping around erratically and forcing workers to quickly move to safety.
Look at this. There's a whole super...
An absolutely astounding sight unfolds as a massive superpod of dolphins, numbering in the hundreds, engages in a spectacular feeding frenzy, leaping and surging through the ocean waters.
My entire life, did I ever think that I'd see something like this? No way! Look at...
Oh my goodness. This attempt to tow a white van out of a tight spot with a large pickup truck goes badly, as the van is inadvertently pulled into a utility pole. The situation escalates with the arrival of police. A powerful volcanic eruption sends an enormous plume of ash and smoke billowing high into the atmosphere, a dramatic display of nature's force. Workers meticulously install a massive, flexible liner into a large circular structure. This point-of-view footage simulates being buried in an avalanche, as rescuers work to dig out the victim. This mountain road presents a unique hazard, as a waterfall cascades directly over it, transforming the roadway into a rushing stream. Police body cam footage shows a tense confrontation with a distressed man on his porch, who is yelling and brandishing pruning shears before eventually complying with officers.
And I am being shot at by... Dude, are you serious?
Yeah, see ya.
What?
I'll call the law.
You're living...
This night vision doorbell camera captures a curious bear approaching a home, standing on its hind legs to sniff and investigate the front door. Things get heated at this fast food drive-thru as a disgruntled customer throws a drink at the employee, who retaliates by throwing something back at the car. A group of determined individuals forms a human pyramid, enabling one person to precariously climb a tall pole in an attempt to retrieve a banner. A heavy-duty claw makes short work of this decommissioned bus, tearing into its roof at a scrapyard. Beachgoers enjoying a sunny day are suddenly confronted by an immense dark storm cloud rapidly rolling in over the ocean. Water flowing over sand creates mesmerizing, intricate ripple patterns, beautifully highlighted by the ambient light. A massive port crane is violently battered by extreme winds and torrential rain during a severe storm, its grabber swinging uncontrollably. Dashcam footage captures the moment a truck with an oversized load strikes an overpass, causing its cargo to spectacularly disintegrate upon impact. Despite clear height warnings, this box truck attempts to pass under a low overpass. A large factory building undergoes a controlled demolition, collapsing dramatically into a cloud of dust as a worker sprays water for dust suppression. An umbrella is dropped from a high window, and a person on the ground below successfully maneuvers to catch it as it falls. Pushing down on this truck's rear reveals an incredibly loud and persistent squeak, apparently originating from a very rusty U-bolt in the suspension. At what appears to be a port, a large crane attempting to lift a heavy metal structure becomes dangerously unbalanced and topples over. Filmed from above at night, one construction crane's swinging boom collides with another, leading to a partial collapse on the construction site. A bear wanders up a suburban driveway. A resident, attempting to scare it off with an American flag, is himself startled and retreats as the bear calmly continues on its way. This unique spherical treehouse is suspended high amongst the trees, accessible via a spiral staircase and a rope bridge, offering a novel forest retreat. In a remarkable display of sportsmanship, a track athlete stops to help an exhausted competitor, supporting her across the finish line. An immense swarm of motorbikes and scooters waits patiently at a traffic light in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, showcasing the city's bustling street life. This young woman gets an unexpected surprise as her carbonated drink erupts, spraying its contents all over her just as she's about to take a sip. With a fire truck needing to exit, these firefighters take matters into their own hands, physically lifting and moving a car blocking the station's bay doors. A man watches from his doorway as a powerful flash flood, carrying large logs and significant debris, surges dangerously down a village street. This would-be thief's escape plan hits a snag when his pants get caught on a spiked fence, leaving him dangling precariously upside down before he manages to fall to the ground. Hikers carefully traverse an incredibly narrow and perilous plank walkway, precariously bolted to the sheer face of a mountain, with a dizzying drop below. An aerial view showcases a peculiar neighborhood comprised entirely of white, spherical houses, each dotted with distinctive round windows. This flight attendant delivers an unusually energetic and entertaining safety demonstration, complete with dance moves and mood lighting, much to the amusement of the passengers. Instead of waiting for the parking garage gate to lift, this impatient driver attempts to squeeze past, only to get their car firmly wedged beside it. A microscopic view of fabric reveals the unsettling presence of tiny plastic particles, or microplastics, intricately woven among the natural fibers. Dashcam footage captures a near miss as a car brakes abruptly. A motorcyclist to the right reacts quickly, laying down their bike to avoid a collision and sliding past. This footage showcases a large-scale indoor vertical farm, where rows upon rows of leafy greens flourish under precisely controlled artificial lighting.
大家看我操作，一条大老黑，调度一下看看。
A fisherman tempts a large, predatory fish, possibly a snakehead, with a lure. The fish strikes, but after a brief struggle, it appears to get away, much to the angler's vocal disappointment.
都是骗人的，哪有月色塑料啊？ 扔了，不要了。视频能拼吗？
A man showcases a portable, wheeled solar oven, placing a bag of what appears to be food scraps inside to cook before disposing of them. A woodworker skillfully uses a chisel and mallet to clear out sections from a wooden beam, following a series of precise saw cuts to shade the timber. This sequence highlights the intricate process of crafting a wooden box, from precise angle cuts on a table saw and inserting decorative splines, to sanding and finally attaching a custom-made handle. The craftsman meticulously carves a piece of wood, using specialized gouges and knives to skillfully shape it into an elegant spoon or scoop. Using a track saw, a woodworker precisely cuts multiple thin strips from a laminated wood block, likely creating pieces for an end-grain cutting board. specialized, compact forklift is used to expertly maneuver and precisely position a tiny house in an open, arid landscape. Caught in a severe storm, boats, including sailboats and a large yacht, were tossed about by dangerously high winds and massive waves. Archival footage captures the catastrophic failure of a rocket launch, as the vehicle explodes violently on the launch pad moments after ignition. A hot air balloon makes an unexpectedly low pass over a residential neighborhood, gliding very close to houses and power lines as it prepares to land.